And this first piece is called Your Footsteps. Walking on water, among other glorious things, is exclusively licensed to heavenly beings. The same can be said for the creation of life. Man keeps infringing on God's copyright. Beware of scholarly achievers professing to know what life's about, making skeptics of believers in the business of planting doubts, peddling science in place of scripture, asserting their polluted clout, disregarding the spiritual picture, leaving the essentials out. Teacher, you've taught us well. Your words are truly unparalleled, but it's not easy to follow your lead. The world incessantly intercedes, distracting us from your direction, befuddled by life's intersections, taking wrong turns and losing our way, veering further from you each day. Every time I do stray, will you seek to find me? What if I am fooled to pray to idols and false prophets? Though so often I may ask, will you still forgive me? How do I fulfill this task that you lay before me? Maybe I'm not strong enough to follow in your footsteps. I'm afraid the sea's too rough to be a fisherman. Thank you. So I'm doing this with a cold, which is really impressive, right?
Yes, it is.
Thank you. It's not easy to read poetry with a cold. This one is called His Grace. Not all the poems in here are Christian poems. They're poems about everything and anything, but I definitely got some Christian poems in here. This is called His Grace. From crude nails his body bleeds. King of Jews, the verdict reads. Along his brow a piercing crown. As he suffers, skeptics frown. Wrought in pain, they mock his words, spensing justice with their swords, beat him down till barely living, but by his grace they've been forgiven. 2,000 years ago, little did the world know of our Savior's merciful plan. 2,000 years ago, little did the world know that he'd be crucified by man. 2,000 years ago, little did the world know what we'd later come to understand. Christians are not perfect, far from it, in fact. We all fall short of His glory and need to circle back. We're all guilty as sin and waver in our faith. We all need to give thanks for how He suffered in our place. We are too quick to judge and too slow to forgive. We need to be more like Him and love and let live. He settled our debt as He conquered the cross, proved that life is not over and all is not lost. He demonstrated His love as He suffered for us all. The least we can do is follow protocol. The last shall be first and first shall be last. The future is now and the blame has passed. It's like pressing rewind and beginning again, erasing mistakes like they've never been. Changing course and rewriting history. It's being born again and living differently. Thank you. That's called it. So I'll do one more. It's called In God We Trust. Of all these faces I have seen, millions of people know to the same. Some so polite, others just mean, many obscure, a few finding fame. Each of us living day to day, finding ourselves among the masses, numbered and labeled along the way, divided into social classes. Some here today but gone tomorrow, a miracle to have ever been born, searching for happiness, finding sorrow, feeling beaten, tired, and worn. Every day meeting new strange faces, wondering who they just might be, each heading to different places. Isn't that what it means to be free? The faces of America, including every one of us, somehow diverting mass hysteria. That's because in God we trust. Thank you very much.